Guys, so I made a video about myself as a vegan. I'm super unhealthy and I can't even run around the block and I'm dying. And if you're not convinced that veganism is a terrible ideal, then here's some proof. We've got some famous vegan people. They're all terrible at what they do. This is Serena Williams. She's a vegan. Look how weak she is. She can't even hit that tennis ball. And there's a reason she was so bad at playing tennis, because the vegan diet. She had the talent. She had the personality, she had the dedication, just that one little thing, the vegan diet. If she just ate some meat, some dairy, some fish, she would have been a top class athlete, I guarantee it. Mike Dirnt of Green Day, he's a musician. Here he is at Woodstock 94. Now, as you can see, Mike Dirnt is very weak and pale. He can hardly hold up that guitar, he's really struggling there. And his paleness is one thing, but also he's a terrible bass player. That's the reason Green Day was so unsuccessful. They're so useless and nobody's ever even heard of them because they're so bad. And Mike Dirnt, who the hell is he? I googled Mike Dirnt on the Google Images and so many images popped up. It must be because he was such a bad musician. That's the most likely cause. David Hay, this guy, he's meant to be a boxer, but look how weak and scrawny he is. I mean, he couldn't lift a pencil, he couldn't throw a punch. I mean, you put a 5-year-old girl in the ring with him and he's fucking dead. That's how weak he is. And we just need, it's mental at the end of the day. We just need to convince these guys that this veganism is just such an unhealthy idea, and really you can't be healthy long term. You might get away with it for a little while, but your body will start to deteriorate. As you can see with this guy, I mean, he's no muscle at all, no muscle mass, despite all his time spent in the gym. It's just the lack of meat, the lack of protein, nutrients, it's just slowing him down. And Albert Einstein, what a fucking idiot. I mean, this guy was a retard. I mean, he was big into maths and science and stuff, but he was terrible. And I don't know why they put him on the Google Images. Maybe it's because he was so hilariously bad at what he did. And he's got a mustache and scruffy hair. That must mean he doesn't take care of himself, because he doesn't know how. He's not intelligent enough. It's not like he's too busy doing other stuff. And he's got the wrinkles. Look how old he looks. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's all down to the vegan diet. And mainly brain function, dreadful. Absolutely pathetic. I mean, a 5-year-old would know more than this guy, would be more intelligent. And last but not least, Tobey Maguire. Oh my god, this guy was an actor. And he was fucking shit. I mean, he was Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, he was in The Great Gatsby. They're terrible movies that nobody's ever even heard about. Because they're just so... In fact, no, here they are. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, Great Gatsby. It must be because they're such bad movies. And those movies would have been brilliant if it wasn't for this guy. This protein depleted vegan. He's got too many carbs. He needs to go to rehab. He needs to go to either carb or plant rehab, because he needs to cut down on that stuff. Because if they got somebody else to be in the movies he was in, if they got some random 10-year-old, if they got some random overweight 20-year-old who goes in drunk every day and can't even speak properly, slurs his words, to play Spider-Man instead of this guy, Spider-Man would have been a great movie. But because they let some protein deficient vegan in, it was a complete disaster. So there you go. My advice, guys, just do not go vegan. Meat and dairy is so important. You guys, you need to eat. You can't be messing around with your food. It's just so important.